Good morning, nice to see all of you. In the last episode, I have talked about introduction of jurisprudence. I had promised that I will come with another episode. Now I have come with another episode on one of the schools of jurisprudence that is known as sociological school of jurisprudence. I must say you that what is sociological jurisprudence? What type of what sort of jurisprudence India follows? I must say you that India follows sociological school of jurisprudence. It is only because India has been based on India, the theory of India has been based on a welfare state, a state that is democratic society. Therefore, our constitution gives an immense, a vast knowledge about type of jurisprudence. Sociological school of jurisprudence is before independence, when it was in the hands of foreign rulers, it followed analytical fashion of jurisprudence. It means that the law had no relevance with the society. Then came one of the experts of jurisprudence known as Roscoe Pound. He talked about jurisprudence that is the need of the society. It means the jurisprudence that is based on democratic socialist theory. And I must give you cases of the Supreme Court where it is said that law evolves slowly as the country develops. I must give you two of the cases. Golaknath case, when it was said that Article 360 had not an amending power. If you have to amend the fundamental rights of the Constitution, you have to make a constituent assembly and amend the fundamental rights. Then came, I am focusing on the development of laws. Keshav Nanda Bharati case, when it was said that Parliament has an amending power as per Article 368. Hence, we can say that constitution law evolves slowly as time goes on. Experts and lawyers, jurists thought of the evolving society and they thought of socialist democratic society. Hence, sociological school of jurisprudence came into existence. Now I want to point out some of the elements of sociological jurisprudence. One of the elements is it studies the social phenomenon rather than consequences in a civilized society. How law evolves from a society. It does not say about the sanction or anything else as it is given in the analytical school of jurisprudence. I must say one of the thinkers of jurisprudence is known as Comte. He gave the theory of sociological jurisprudence. But I will not discuss about it in detail because so many experts who came further in the line, they discuss so many things about jurisprudence and they are mainly our focus. One of the eminent and prominent jurists is known as Roscoe Pound. He is an American leader in the field of sociological jurisprudence. His enumeration of characteristics of a school are as follows. He talked of action in jurisprudence, but not in abstract nature. Therefore, he is practical in approach. Second, he said about balancing maximum wants with minimum friction. That is, a society develops when the state listens to the demands of the persons and the society. Therefore, when maximum wishes of the society are fulfilled without maximum fraction, that is sociological thought of jurisprudence. He said that every society has postulates, every society has assumptions on which the society develops. Therefore, he gave 5 postulates. First postulate is that in a civilized society, for development, there is an assumption, there is a postulate that society will not hurt each other. They will not commit intentional aggression upon others. And second postulate is that everybody will get what they produce. It means that labor is an element that was postulated by him as a second postulate. And third postulate is that every people in the society will act in good faith. And fourth postulate was that each one will work for each other, they will not harm others. And fifth postulate was agencies employed by any superior will act for the benefit of itself, but it will not harm others. Therefore, it was one of the important schools of jurisprudence, and secondly, they are not in that much focus. Dewitt's theory of social solidarity, he talked about that if a society has to develop, the society must work for each other. There must be interdependence on each other. Therefore, it is sociological school of jurisprudence based on the concept of solidarity. Each man has to manufacture and others will procure. They will not manufacture and procure themselves. It is just a summary of, it's a synopsis of sociological jurisprudence. Thank you. That's all. Great to see all of you. Thank you.